Hey, PM Kester here with How to Take a Break podcast, coming on for 3 ways, that's right, 3 ways to get through a tough week. If you are like me and maybe your week last week or the week you're in now, depending on when you watch this video, has not been great. You may have felt like this was the worst week at work. Everything that could go wrong at work, at home, in your life has happened. These are 3 tips to get through the other side of it. So get your pencil, get your pen, get some paper, and let's get into these 3 tips. So for me, if you looked at some of my other videos, you know that I have started a new role. It is a bigger responsibility, and you know, with bigger roles, bigger responsibilities, sometimes comes more headaches, and more headaches means more tough weeks. There were a lot of balls in the air, a lot of projects, a lot of craziness, nasty attitudes, and so I found myself just mentally being burned out. I have a video where I talk about dealing with giving yourself a mental break. But as I thought back on this week and some of the actions that I have taken and will take, I thought they might be valuable to share with others. So that leads me to number 1, my first thing for getting through a tough week. Feel your feelings. It's okay to take it personal because it may be personal. I hate when people tell folks not to take things personally. Who are you to regulate my feelings? I'm feeling my feelings, and a lot of times the best way to kind of deal with a feeling or get over a feeling is to feel your feelings. So if you feel like the way someone's treating you is personal, it very may be personal. I want you to stop and feel those feelings. If the attack feels personal to you from whoever it's coming from, feel those feelings. Why is it making you feel that way? Does it make you want to cry? Does it make you want to shout? I'm not telling you to go confront the person and shout, but I want you to find a way to release those feelings, to feel those feelings, because those are your feelings. It's valid. Stop telling people that things are not personal when you don't know the whole story, you don't know the situation, you don't know the intention. Allow people to feel their feelings, to vent their feelings to you, and you vent your feelings too, in a safe way, in a respectful way. Don't go off on your family and your friends, but feel your feelings. So that is how I have got through a tough week. I allowed myself to sit in my feelings this week, feel them, acknowledge how our situation was making me feel. Number 2, how I got through this tough week, I remembered who I was. You know, I love me some Black Panther, and there's a fight scene in Black Panther where he says, the Queen Ramonda tells him when he's getting beat down to remember who you are, and that gives him the strength, remembering where he comes from, who he is, what a mighty warrior he is. It gives him enough to push through and to win. So with me, I'm not out here fighting a villain like that, but I wrote down my accomplishments. I looked back at my resume and I'm like, I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. I started to remember who I was. So that allowed me to kind of get over some of the negativity in the workspace this week. Yours may not be in the workspace. It might be a tough week at home or something like that, but the advice still applies. Remember who you are. Finally, getting through a tough week. The third thing I want you to do is set aside some time to recover. If you have had a really bad week, a lot of times we feel like we must keep pushing forward, and people will tell us, you gotta push through and get to the other side, outlast these emotions, outlast the negative people and the negative feelings and things. But I want you to take some time and actually recover. So for you, maybe you don't have any time off, sick days or PTO or something like that. Get to the weekend and just like use one of your weekend days to just rest, or to set aside time to take care of yourself, however that may be. That may be going to get your hair done, get your nails done, going to a spa. It could just be going out for a very long walk and then spending the rest of the day in your pajamas. But you really need to set aside some time where you unplug from whatever that situation is that was causing you the grief, so you can set aside some time to recover. All right, technical difficulties, quick wrap up. 3 ways to get through a tough week. Number 1, feel your feelings. Number 2, remember who you are. Number 3, set aside time to recover. Drop your ways to recover in the chat, in the comments. Why am I like that? In the chat. And until next time, find a little time to take a break.